Hello again, everybody. It's Duane Dow. We're at our first visit ever to Langendorf Park. What a nice facility. Here we are in Barrington for the very first time in our 25 years of doing these telecasts on cable throughout the northwest suburbs, throughout Chicagoland. Hey, we've got Moose Knuckle going against Has-Beens. Has-Beens have won 7 and lost 1. Moose Knuckle is 2 wins and 6 defeats. So you got to figure that Moose Knuckle's going to have their work cut out for them, but this is a nice facility here. They tell me the ball's going to be flying over that right field fence. It's local softball. Call a friend, tune us in on these same channels several times. Duane Dow, local men's softball. It's 12-inch. We'll be right back with the action. For the past 15 years, Lake Zurich Goodyear has provided outstanding car repair, brakes, shocks, mufflers, engine work, auto heating and air conditioning, computer diagnostics, electrical repairs. Lake Zurich Goodyear, your headquarters for Goodyear tires with expert mounting and balancing. Also Dunlop, Kelly, Hankook, and all major brands of tires. Owner Jim Iverhouse and manager Paul Fry welcome you. Now they're on Route 22 east of Rand, a few doors away from Midwest Spas. Go to Lake Zurich Goodyear. Here in Barrington, it's the iWorks, Main Street, just west of Route 59 in the plaza. And in Lake Zurich on Route 22, just west of Rand, another convenient plaza location. Dr. Ralph Giebert, seen here, and Dr. Anthony Prate have over 50 years combined experience. They do thorough examinations, treating most eye injuries and diseases. For an appointment here in Barrington, call 847-381-0391. For the Lake Zurich location, call 847-540-1144. Rely on the iWorks for a wide selection of eyewear for all members of the family. Fashionable frames by Silhouette, Gucci, Fendi, Armani, and others. Expert fitting and adjusting. They provide the proper lenses, including contact lenses that make your eyes look beautiful. Constant backers of our softball telecast over the years, Dr. Ralph Giebert and Dr. Anthony Prate. They honor most insurance here in Barrington and in Lake Zurich. The freshest produce, big selection. Go to Carniceria La Rosita in Palatine, on Dundee Road just west of Route 53 in Plaza La Rosita. Terrific produce, tomatoes, lettuce, carrots, potatoes, oranges, apples, and lots more. It's one of the largest and most colorful produce departments of any food store in the northwest suburbs. More and more area residents are shopping for produce at Carniceria La Rosita. Also, low prices for pork, ribs, fish, chicken, and steak. Deli meats and cheeses, including the popular Chihuahua cheese. Canned goods, dairy products, soft drinks, weekly specials. Owner Laura Perez has received well-deserved recognition for her many civic contributions. She's even a member of the Presidential Who's Who, awarded nationally for business and professional achievement. The best produce, low prices, and a taqueria right next door. Carniceria La Rosita in Palatine. We pick up action here in Barrington in the top half of the first inning at Langendorf Park. Duane Dow with you, and it's local softball. That high pitch coming in is Unlimited Arc, and here's the team with the lesser record, Moose Knuckle, getting off to a fast start. Rafi Chapla gets a base hit. It skitters through on the left side. Bill Trezar, who had an earlier hit, goes to third. Trezar lives in Barrington. Chapla lives in Wheeling. And Jeff Lorenzo, he and his brother Andy are playing in the game. Jeff Lorenzo batting. He lives in Wakanda, the third hitter in the Moose Knuckle order. Top half of the first inning here in Barrington, Langendorf Park. Pitcher Ken Freistack lives in Barrington. He's doing the pitching for Has-Beens. Little tricky for the pitcher in this league. It's Unlimited Arc. That ball can go as high as necessary, and as long as if it hits the mat behind home plate, it's a strike. And if it doesn't hit the mat, chances are it's a ball or whatever the umpire decides to call. And the umpire is Tom Shannon, who lives in Roselle. Bases loaded, nobody out. Here's a drive and another base hit, and Moose Knuckle takes the lead. As Jim Schwantz, the brother of the Palatine mayor, Tim Schwantz gets a hit. His brother Jim is the Palatine mayor, the ex-Bear from the 90s. Tim Schwantz with the base hit to drive home a run, and it's already 1-0 in favor of Moose Knuckle. Maybe an upset in the making here. Justin Kleisner from Palatine, first baseman, facing the slants of Ken Freistack. Left-hand hitter. Looks pretty menacing up there, doesn't he? Fifth hitter in the Moose Knuckle order. This is Langendorf Park, just off Route 59 and Northwest Highway here in Barrington. Nice facility. We like to hit all the parks on our tour. We'd like to get every softballer on during our telecasts that go on and on. With the bowling, fall, winter, and spring, and the softball, tune us in. You'll always get some good local sports action. Schwantz on first. He drove in the first run. Here's another hit. And Justin Kleisner gets a hit. It's hard to believe that this Moose Knuckle team comes in with a record of 2-6. And already it's a 2-0 lead. Kleisner drives in a run. There's nobody out. And the second half of the Lorenzo brother tandem comes up. Brian Lorenzo lives in Barrington. Or this is Carlson who's the hitter, Andy Carlson. And he to the second baseman. Force at second. High throw at first. The ball goes wide. The runners are coming in to score. And Moose Knuckles off to a big lead. And we're going to right now mention our advertisers. Motorworks of Barrington, Dundee and Barrington Roads. Owners Jim Hub and Paul Tamraz invite you to test drive the BMWs, Porsches, Hondas, Infinitis, also 1,000 used cars. There are 4 other area dealerships. Motorworks of Barrington. Sam's Place in Mount Prospect on Prospect Avenue, across from the train station. Owners Al Marinakos and son Tony. They say, come on in, have a cocktail. Enjoy steaks, chops, seafood, the Greek Village salad. 4 TVs for sports watching, darts, jukebox, special events in downtown Mount Prospect. Sam's Place. A&O, distributor of Eclipse faucets and sinks, based in Arlington Heights and serving the Midwest. Owner Jim Olson. He's the director of business development. That would be Tom Robinson. If you have countertops installed in your home, insist on Eclipse stainless steel faucets, distributed by A&O. Midwest Spas in Lake Zurich on Route 22 east of Rand, near Lake Zurich, Goodyear. Owner George Langen features hot tubs by Catalina and Nordic, and the Catalina Swim Spa, great for swimming and athletic training. They do all of the concrete and electric work at Midwest Spas. The dental practice of Dr. Gregory S. Teeley here in Barrington, 312 West Main in the Historic District. Dr. Teeley has a family practice. He does teeth x-rays with digital radiography, meaning 90% less radiation. He does a wonderful job. The dental practice of Dr. Gregory S. Teeley. Travel Network. They're in Rolling Meadows, 3256 Kirchhoff in Jewel Plaza. Owners Carol and Virgil Gruey are our constant supporters. They have the best worldwide travel arrangements at Travel Network. Sterling Service Group, based in Lake Zurich, factory certified for Sub-Zero and Wolf Kitchen appliance repairs. Sterling Service Group. A-Express Towing and Recovery, based in Palatine. For the fastest service and the best tow, call 847-991-0460, A-Express Towing and Recovery. Vince's Italian Restaurant, outstanding cuisine. Boy, I love that veal parmesan. In Palatine on Hicks and Lake Cook Roads. Owner Vince Loiacono, the original Vince, invites you to dine in for stimulus lunches, only $6.99. For chicken Vesuvio, chicken Parmigiana, and other dishes, including soup or salad. Enjoy those lunches and great dinners, too, at Vince's Italian Restaurant. Picking up action in the bottom half of the first inning, the Has-Beens are up, and Tom Steele starts off with a base hit. And the Has-Beens seemed a little angry coming in from the field, trailing this Moose Knuckles team that has only won a couple of games this season. So they hope that they have their hitting shoes on and can do a good job here in the bottom of the first. Here's Eric Mudra. Lives in South Elgin, left-hand hitter. Steele on first and Mudra the batter, as he faces the slants of Andy Carlson of Wakanda, the pitcher for Moose Knuckle. Eric Mudra. Lenny Hosette on deck from Oswego. And we have a walk. Runners on first and second, nobody out. As Mudra reaches and Lenny Hosette comes up, the first baseman. Hosette batting. Tim Foley is on deck, the man from Barrington, the right center fielder. Hosette hits one high into the air. No problem. Catch is made out number 1. So a key first out in the field for Moose Knuckle. That brings up Tim Foley, the cleanup hitter from Barrington.
He hit 3 homers last night.
Foley, 3 home runs in the last game, they tell me. Well, you know, he'll have his eye on that short porch in right field, only 250 feet. It's 285 to center and 265 to left unofficially. We'll have to come up some other time and just walk off the distance, I guess. But those are the approximate distances. So Foley hoping to clear the bases. His team trailing 4-0 with 1 out in the first inning. And Foley lines a hit. Not a home run, but that'll do the job to get run number 1 in. And so we'll be back after this. Bruce Olson joins us now. He owns Stan's Barber Shop in Lake Zurich. That's a landmark in Lake Zurich.
That's right, Duane. We've been there forever, about 60 years now in town.
What's the location right now?
It's at 72 South Old Rand Road. It's just north of the True Value hardware store. Almost visible from Route 22 there.
Wonderful. And you and your wife, family ownership.
Yes, my wife and I have been there. We've owned the shop for 11 years now.
And you and Marianne both have been cutting hair for a long time.
Oh, probably 40 years if you combine our years cutting all together, yeah.
Men and boys are welcome. Come on in. There's a barber pole in front. There's great service inside.
That's right. You can bring your wife if she wants to watch, but we basically do men and boys.
What kind of hair do you do?
Any kind of haircut you want. We're experts in long hair, short hair, and anything in between.
Terrific. And the best, it's best to call, right?
Yeah, we've been appointments now for about 30 years. If you walk in at the right time, you might get lucky. We'll get you right in, but it's best to call. You're in and out in 30 minutes. Boom, 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 you know.
What's the number?
It's 847-438-7211.
You even have a website.
Yep, stansbarbershop.com. You can go read all about us and find out a little bit about the history of the shop.
Wonderful. It's Bruce, it's Marion, and there's another barber there?
Yes, Connie Rang has been there for 30 years, clipping away. She's a great barber, too. So come on in and check us out.
Stan's Barber Shop, downtown Lake Zurich. Drive responsibly. Stay alive. Teaching safe driving is what they do best at Joyce's Driving School here in Barrington on Lagerschult Street, just south of West Main. Joyce's Driving School, your complete driver education center for teens and adults. Teaching safe, defensive, and responsible driving. Stressing driver intelligence and on-the-road responsibility. Preparing students to make a lifetime of correct choices while driving. At Joyce's Driving School, you receive classroom instruction, flexible drive times to fit your schedule, and qualified, state-certified driving instructors. There are one-on-one training sessions for adults and teens. You'll be on the road to safe driving in no time, having learned the importance of defensive driving. Call 847-977-7193. For more information, go to joycesdrivingschool.net. Joyce's Driving School here in Barrington. Another time-honored company here in the northwest suburbs, Rogers Roofing, Siding, Gutters in Rolling Meadows, 3601 Edison Place off Rollwing Road. In business 70 years. A proud tradition carried on by Gary Rogers, the third generation, following his grandfather, the founder, Ray Rogers, and Gary's dad, Ray Rogers Jr. They do all types of roofing, using materials from 8 leading manufacturers. They do fashionable cedar and composition shingles, also roof repairs. They handle storm insurance claims. They're experts at providing the proper roof ventilation to safeguard family members in the home. The Rogers trained workers install all types of windows, from high-quality wood to vinyl replacement windows, also fascia and gutters, plus siding in vinyl, aluminum, cedar, and cement board, constructed to save you energy dollars, keeping the hot air out in the summer and the cold air out in the winter. Call 847-202-0996. Free consultation, Rogers Roofing, Siding, Gutters. Ken Hengels joins us now, Recreation Supervisor here at the Barrington Park District. Our first visit to Langendorf Park. You're a guy who loves your job, I know that.
Absolutely. It's the best thing I do. I wouldn't change it for the world. I have a blast doing what I do. Love the people I work with, love the people I serve.
What about some of the services, some of the activities going on here for people in the area?
You know, we do a little bit of everything from summer camps to athletics to dance to hip hop to special events from Caribbean nights to concerts in the park, a little bit of everything. We think of ourselves as a serve everyone type of business. We do everything for everyone.
The website, what is it now?
BarringtonParkDistrict.org, and that has all our information on there, from programmings to special dates to everything you need, fees for our fitness center, pool, etc.
Great, Cat. Hey, listen, also you've got openings for teams once in a while?
We
Softball
do.
teams?
Absolutely. We're always taking teams. We have a 12-team max, which we have filled up on a few of our leagues, but we're always looking for new teams from anywhere. We love our league, so we want to give people an opportunity to play here at our beautiful fields here in Barrington.
You got it. A little bit of your background now. What about it?
Been at the Park District in Barrington for about 10 total years. Started as a camp counselor and kind of moved up the ranks because I loved it that much. I think every summer I said I would never return, but here I am still every single summer. Finally now a recreation supervisor, and I love what I do. Wouldn't change it, like I said.
It's great to be in Barrington, Kent.
Darn right, I love it here. We're going to have some great games tonight.
Back after this. Reasonable rates for music instruction. Newly opened Night Music Academy here in Lake Zurich, 579 North Rand, north of Route 22. Owner-director Laura Knight and her staff of qualified instructors teach classical guitar, piano, violin, cello, flute, and voice. Students of all ages are welcome. Weekday and weekend classes available, a nice bright atmosphere. Night Music with Laura Knight, who's been teaching classical guitar for over 15 years. Enjoy music lessons from Night Music Academy here in Lake Zurich. Treating neuromuscular skeletal conditions, everything from a sprained ankle to a disc in the back. Dr. Guy Garazzo, Lake Cook Chiropractic Healthcare in Deer Park, 20370 North Rand, Suite 104, 1/2 mile north of Lake Cook. Dr. Garazzo offers full-service holistic health care, working Monday through Friday with day and evening hours available. He's been in practice for 20 years. In addition to treating neuromuscular skeletal conditions, he treats personal injuries and sports injuries. He honors most insurance and is a Blue Cross Blue Shield preferred provider. He has the status of a diplomat in acupuncture, having studied the art in China. Dr. Garazzo does individualized personal nutritional counseling, including detoxification, weight loss, and other programs. He earned his doctorate at National University of Health Sciences in Lombard. For an appointment, call 847-726-2273. In Deer Park, Lake Cook Chiropractic Healthcare, Dr. Guy Garazzo. Allied Air Conditioning and Heating, here in Palatine at 500 East Northwest Highway, south of Palatine Road. In business since 1969, with the original owners still active to this day. President Greg Budinger now is joined by his son, Kevin Budinger, in handling day-to-day operations. The vice president is Greg's longtime partner, Brent Bauer. Allied, that name here in the northwest suburbs means the best in service. They work every day with emergency service always available. Call 847-359-4500. They install Carrier air conditioners and furnaces. They are an exclusive factory-authorized Carrier dealer, proud to represent the world's largest manufacturer of air conditioners and furnaces. With a staff of 48 professionals, they service all brands. Maintenance contracts are available for periodic checkups to make sure your units are working properly before each season. Here in Palatine, Allied Air Conditioning and Heating. We continue along here in the bottom half of the first inning on a line drive to the shortstop. And what could have been a big run producer just winds up an out. And a very nice play there in the field as we have out number 2. And now Frank Smith, number 23, is up. Lives in Arlington Heights, the catcher. Number 6 man in the order, base hit to center field. And these fielders are going all out trying to make the plays. But here comes run number 2 for has-beens. And they have the margin to 4-2. So Frank Smith gets a hit. This team is used to winning. They've won 7 and lost 1. They don't take kindly to being down 4-0 at the end of the top of the first inning, right?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Especially when your big hitter Lenny pops out for you. That hurts when you got 2 men on.
All right, here we go. Dave Sterling, I believe, is the hitter now. Shortstop, lives in Barrington. And Mike Baber from Hanover Park is on deck. Okay, Sterling with a base hit. Here comes another run. Looks like we're in for a lot of. No, he holds the third. All right, now the bases are loaded. And so we have runners. The bases are loaded for has-beens. What a first inning this has been. And that brings Mike Baber to the plate, the 8th hitter in the order for has-beens. He wears number 18. He lives in Hanover Park. Mike Baber. He's wearing the blue. Everybody else wearing the black. He's wearing the blue. With the aluminum bats, as is the custom here for most 12-inch softball around Chicagoland. Unlimited arc here. Usually it's 6 feet to 12 feet where we go, but this one is unlimited. If the ball hits the mat behind the plate, it's a strike. And he says, take your base. And it forces in a run. The base on balls forces in a run. It's a one-run game now. As Moose Knuckles' lead is now 4-3. Baber on first, the 9th hitter, Ryan Moffitt, is up. Ryan Moffitt lives in Palatine, the right fielder. Man in the gray shorts. Moffitt swings, hits one to left, and it gets through. Here comes the tying run. Here comes the lead run. Has-beens now looking like that team that's 7 wins and 1 losses. And 1 loss, they go into a 5-4 lead. 9 runs scored here in the first inning. As we continue along, we just love this action. The 9th place hitter got a big hit. And now the 10th place hitter, Ken Frystack from Barrington, the pitcher, trying to help his own cause. It's now a 1-run lead for has-beens. Well, at least Moose Knuckle should feel pretty good that maybe they won't face the slaughter rule, with a big losing record. They played well. And here's another ball that drops. Another run comes in.
You're good, B. You're good.
And the man does come in to score. And that was Baber scoring. He was hustling. Looks like one of the older members of the team.
Yeah.
Okay. So we got a 6-4 lead. Unofficially, it's 6-4 now. And back to the top of the order for Tom Steele. We have Tom Steele up there now. Tom Steele. Lives in Hoffman Estates, left center fielder.
He's a hardball player. Plays 2 nights a week in hardball.
Okay. And here's a drive to right.
That's over his head.
And that is over his head.
Keep going,
Here comes run number 7.
Come on, Ken, run.
Ken Frystack. He is going to hold a third. Close play at third, and we have I believe it's a 7-4 lead for has-beens. They gave up 4 runs. They come back and score 7. We would need more than just our 1 hour, I think, of television time to get through the ball game. But anyway, this is a good one. So let's see what happens. And this is Lenny Hosette, I believe. No, this is Mudra, right? Eric Mudra, the man from South Elgin. Left fielder Eric Mudra watches inside. Man in black. So Andy Carlson being roughed up, the pitcher for Moose Knuckle. And Ken Frystack, the pitcher for has-beens, gave up 4 runs. And here's another man reaching base. But what a comeback for has-beens. They scored 7, and they lead Moose Knuckle 7-4 at the end of 1. Matt Melliker, the 10th hitter in the Moose Knuckle order, leads off, and he fouls one to the screen behind home plate. Duane Dow with you. Local men's softball. This is the big leagues for us. Hey, this telecast is going to run many times throughout the northwest suburbs. Cook County, Lake County, McHenry County. Great to have these channels available for our broadcast. And let's see what Matt Melliker can do for the Moose Knuckle team that now trails. And it's a sharp one to the second baseman who makes the play. Mike Baber getting the ball over to Lenny Hosette. And it's 1 away here in the top half of the second. Well, after getting 7 runs, you know that the has-beens with Ken Frystack pitching want to keep the Moose Knuckle team, this upstart Moose Knuckle team, off the board. And as we continue along, we're going to take a break. We'll be back after this. Now we're on for Waist Up and Printed Sportswear in Palatine. Owner Bill Banks joins us. What's the location, Bill?
We're at 422 South Vermont Street in Palatine, the industrial part.
Family ownership.
Family owned and operated for over 30 years. My mom, Mimi, my brother Don, and myself recently took over the business about 5 years ago from the Keppen family.
Terrific. And Joyce Keppen, the original owner, still lives in Palatine, I understand.
Yeah, happily retired.
Wonderful. Now tell me about your services.
We offer screen printing, tackle twill, embroidery, and heat transfers.
Okay, what is tackle twill?
Tackle twill is something that we put on the back of jerseys for a more professional look. It's all stitched in, and it just makes it a lot more crisper, a better looking jersey.
Any quantity?
Any quantity, of course, the more that you order, the more that you'll save. We offer volume-based pricing.
I may have an idea for what I want. How about a free consultation?
You got it, and call me up at 847-963-1400. Come on in, sit down with us. We'll help you out with artwork and anything that you need.
You service a lot of groups, I know that.
We sure do. We work with a lot of schools in the local area. We also offer services to churches and small business owners around our area.
Wonderful.
It's a great business.
All right. Waist Up and Printed Sportswear. Hey, Bill Banks, you old football fans from the northwest suburbs, former two-way lineman for the Palatine
right.
Pirates.
Not anymore, but I wish I had those legs, but yeah.
Come to Waist Up.
All right.
A well-respected attorney here in the northwest suburbs is Don Cosley at Cosley Law Office in Rolling Meadows, 1855 Rollwing Road, Suite D. That's Arlington Office Park, north of Euclid. Don Cosley has a general practice dealing primarily with divorce and family law, as well as criminal defense and traffic law. He offers a free 1/2 hour consultation. Just call ahead, 847-253-3100. He works Monday through Friday. It's best to call late in the afternoon. Don Cosley has been practicing law for 17 years, having earned his law degree at John Marshall Law School in the city. He's a graduate of DePauw University in Indiana, and before that, Buffalo Grove High School. Currently, he serves as president of the Northwest Suburban Bar Association. Also, he's been admitted to the Bar of the United States Supreme Court, meaning he can try cases in any court nationwide. For sound representation in divorce and family law, criminal defense, and traffic, rely on Don Cosley at Cosley Law Office. For health and life insurance, rely on Syndicated Insurance Services in Schaumburg, 1305 Wiley Road, just west of Meacham. Owner Jim Flam and his staff of insurance professionals have health insurance plans by Aetna, Blue Cross, Humana, and United Healthcare. Life insurance plans by Metropolitan Life, Prudential, and many others. Individual and group plans available. As Jim Flam tells me, Syndicated makes your problem our problem. Call 847-882-7710. Syndicated Insurance Services. The old school team has some fans, and that's going to be another game that we're not going to televise. What's your name?
My name is Jenny Field,
Hey, Jenny, where do you live?
Carpentersville.
You come out to watch them play all the time?
Not often,
Now, why are you here to watch this game? Tell me.
because the weather is nice.
But you must have some rooting interest.
I'm here for my husband.
I hear. What position does he play?
Catcher.
Do you play ball? You look athletic.
I do not play ball.
You're a fan.
I'm a fan.
Even your kids are here. What's your name?
Emily,
Hey, Emily. What's your name?
TJ,
Where do you go to school, TJ?
Emmanuel Wolfwin.
Emmanuel. And where do you go, Jay?
I go to Liberty.
Liberty. Okay. What's your name?
My name's Gabby.
Where do you live?
I live in Tower Lakes.
Oh, nice to see you. Nice community there. What's your name?
Gracie
Last name.
Kraus.
Where do you live, Gracie?
Tower Lakes, she's my sister.
Okay. What school do you go to?
Station.
Okay. Who are you rooting for here?
Old school.
The old school team. And what's your name?
I'm Gina Megro.
Look to the camera. Let them see you.
I'm Gina Megro.
You guys look so athletic. Do you play ball?
Yeah.
Caston Body Shop in Lake Zurich, 230 Oakwood Road, west of Route 22 in Quentin, also in Wakanda on Route 12. Owners Glenn and Chris Rowe. The business goes back 50 years. iCar certified technicians do frame straightening and electronic measuring to return each vehicle to its pre-accident condition. They use PPG auto paint, water-based, with a downdraft spray booth to bake and cure the paint for the best look. They honor all insurance. Free estimates, no appointment needed. Caston Body Shop in Lake Zurich and in Wakanda. Your hometown dog groomer here in Barrington, Petticoat Junction, 427 West Main, west of downtown. Tina Reed and her professional groomers work Tuesday through Saturday, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. They're always smiling. They love their work. Tina Reed has been grooming pets for 10 years. She has reasonable rates for the best grooming. So many customers keep coming back to Petticoat Junction over and over again. Every dog is bathed, brushed, hand-dried, and groomed. If you wish, they're self-serve. You can bathe the dog yourself. Give your dog the best grooming. Go to Petticoat Junction, where Tina Reed and her people give each pet that special treatment. Call 847-382-6868. Petticoat Junction here in Barrington, 427 West Main. Easy to find. If you're coming from Palatine or Deer Park, just take Lake Cook Road over Northwest Highway onto Main Street. All roads lead to Petticoat Junction. RSVP Rental Services here in Barrington on Northwest Highway, just west of Route 59. Owners Bob and Camille Kelsey rent everything: tents, tables, chairs, linens, silverware, dishes. Delivery available. If they don't have it, they'll get it. Reasonable pricing. For recreation, they rent inflatable bounce houses, basketball hoop games, a huge water slide. They rent grills and coolers, outdoor fans, patio heaters, garden equipment. They rent hundreds of items here in Barrington. RSVP Rental Services. We're still early in this game. We want to catch the most meaningful action. And Moose Knuckle just scored. And here's a drive to center field, and the out is made. Run comes in to score. And a couple of runs have scored now, so Moose Knuckle coming back. They trail 7-6. And up comes Justin Kleisner of Palatine, the first baseman for Moose Knuckle. His team down by just a run. And Kleisner hits one to center. Here comes, well, no, he's going to hold him at third. Jeff Lorenzo, stopped by the coach. So runners on first and third. Actually, the man went to second on that last hit. Now, Moose Knuckle trying to drive in that tying run, or maybe the lead run. Who's the batter, coach? What's his name? Brian Lorenzo, wearing number 11. Lives in Barrington. Tomahawks one. And a nice sliding catch in the outfield. What a nice grab to end the threat. And it's still a has-beens lead of 7-6 at the end of an inning and a half. Tim Foley, number 19, another of the elder statesmen. Well, he's not too old, but he's Tim Foley, same number as the Montreal Expos player from years gone by. Tim Foley hustling, beats it out. All right. Nice infield hit by Tim Foley of Barrington. And the has-beens start the bottom half of the second with a base hit. They lead by 1 run. You know they want to add to it right now. And as they continue to bat and you watch the game, we're going to mention the people who really count, the advertisers. Lake Zurich Goodyear on Route 22 east of Rand, near Midwest Spas. The owner is Jim Iberhouse, and manager is Paul Fry. They feature excellent car repair and Goodyear tires. Lake Zurich Goodyear. The iWorks here in Barrington on Main Street, just west of Route 59 in the Plaza. In Lake Zurich on Route 22, just west of Rand. Doctors Ralph Giebert and Anthony Prate treat most eye injuries and diseases, do thorough examinations, and have a wide selection of attractive eyewear at the iWorks. Carniceria La Rosita in Palatine on Dundee Road, just west of Route 53 in Plaza La Rosita. Owner Laura Perez has low prices for pork, ribs, chicken, and steak. Also terrific produce. And next door in the taqueria, the biggest, tastiest burritos, homemade, the best. I love them. Carniceria La Rosita. Stan's Barbershop in Lake Zurich downtown at 72 South Old Rand Road. Shop's been in business 60 years. Men and boys welcome, the best haircuts. Call for an appointment, 847-438-7211. Owners Bruce and Marion Olson. They have 50 years combined experience cutting hair. Stan's Barbershop. Joyce's Driving School, based here in Barrington.
Duane.
On Legaschult Street, just south of West Main. Teens and adults are taught safe, defensive, and responsible driving.
Okay.
Call 847-977-7193, Joyce's Driving School. Rogers Roofing, Siding, Gutters. Based in Rolling Meadows on Edison Place, just off Rollwing Road, owner Gary Rogers, the third generation. The Rogers workers do all types of roofing, including cedar and composition shingles, also roof repairs. They provide the proper roof ventilation. Rogers Roofing, Siding, Gutters. Night Music Academy in Lake Zurich, 579 North Rand, north of Route 22. It's music instruction from owner-director Laura Knight. What a wonderful lady. She has qualified instructors. Sign up at Night Music Academy. And let's not forget our good friend, Dr. Guy Garazzo at Lake Cook Chiropractic Healthcare in Deer Park on Rand Road, a half-mile north of Lake Cook. Dr. Garazzo treats neuromuscular skeletal conditions, plus personal injuries and sports injuries. He is a Blue Cross Blue Shield preferred provider. That's Dr. Guy Garazzo at Lake Cook Chiropractic Healthcare. It's 7-6 in favor of has-beens at the end of 2.5 in Barrington. Back after this. A time-honored business here in Barrington is Angel Water, and the Director of Operations joins us now, Jake Feit. Hi, Jake. How you doing?
Doing great. How you doing?
What's the location?
214 South Hager, right off of Lake Cook Road, west of downtown.
What's the owner's name?
Andrew Wilson.
And how many years in business for Angel Water?
40 and going strong.
I know you are. I know your people are the best. Tell me about the installation of those water softeners.
Yeah, our water softeners are installed by licensed plumbers, so you know it's done right the first time. You'll be very happy with the results.
What's the importance of having a water softener in the home?
Water softeners will protect all your water-using appliances. So if you can touch or feel water, you're going to want a water softener.
I understand that. Now, also, you put in some drinking water systems.
Yeah, purified water is one of the best things you can do for your body. And we have our units that are installed by licensed plumbers. Really easy, quick and easy. They're in and out, and you'll have better than bottled quality water at your faucets, ready to use whenever you want it.
You'll have Angel Water, right?
Yeah.
Now, that phone number for a consultation
is 847-382-7800.
You'll go right out to the home, I understand.
Yep, one of our certified water specialists will come out to the home, test your water, get an idea of what you would like to have done or improvements that you'd like to have made to your water, and give you options, and then the rest is easy.
Salt delivery too?
Yeah, we deliver to the entire Barrington area and the surrounding communities, free delivery, and it's we do it every day of the week. So
Jake Feit, good having you with us from Angel Water.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Vince's Italian Restaurant in Palatine at Hicks and Lake Cook Roads in the Plaza. Owned by a true gentleman, the original Vince Loiacono. Very reasonable prices for great food. Daily luncheon specials start at $7.99. It's chicken Vesuvio, chicken Parmigiana, and other dishes including soup or salad. Also, dinner specials. Try the veal Parmesan with spaghetti. Always fresh, always mouth-watering. Bring family and friends. Friendly service, a nice atmosphere, a full bar, a truly enjoyable dining experience with the best Italian cuisine. Be sure to try Vince's Pizza. The sauces always are fresh. For takeout or delivery, call 847-991-7770. There were many Vince's restaurants over the years, but now Vince's Italian Restaurant in Palatine is the only restaurant owned by the man who started it all, the original Vince, who gives his special touch to the best and freshest Italian cuisine. See you at Vince's. Hi, everybody. I'm Duane Dow. When one of my family had a vehicle breakdown here in Palatine in bad weather, A-Express Towing and Recovery was called, and a truck was quickly on the scene with the driver courteous and attentive. At A-Express Towing and Recovery, the goal is immediate service. Call 847-991-0460. They tow all the time, 24 hours a day. They're based here in Palatine on Rand Road, north of Lake Cook, with 11 trucks, from flatbeds to semi-wreckers. Family-owned for over 30 years. A-Express Towing and Recovery. For Sub-Zero and Wolf Kitchen appliance repairs, there's one number to call, 847-438-9800. Sterling Service Group, based in Lake Zurich, 1150 Ensel Road, north of Route 22. President Brian Swanland stresses attention to detail. He has a factory-certified warranty company for repairs and upgrades on Sub-Zero refrigerators, wine coolers, and ice makers, and on Wolf cooking equipment. Prompt, efficient service. Call 847-438-9800, Sterling Service Group. Always appreciate good umpiring. Tom Shannon of Roselle gives us that. How many games do you do a year or do a week, Tom?
Probably 8 or 9. A couple nights a week, usually on Sundays.
You got to be in shape to do that.
After working in this heat, yes, definitely. Actually, western suburbs. Grew up in Addison, and I've lived out in Roselle.
When did you start umpiring?
About 9 years ago.
A labor of love?
Absolutely.
Back after this. Support your local travel agency, Travel Network in Rolling Meadows, 3256 Kirchhoff Road in Jewel Plaza. The owners are Carol Gruey and her husband Virgil. They've been doing worldwide travel arrangements for area residents for 20 years. Carol Gruey is a sandals specialist. She has affordable, excellent vacation packages to the Sandals resorts in Jamaica, Antigua, St. Lucia, and other destinations. She does Apple vacations, arranges for rental cars, hotels, tours, cruises, affordable group packages. Travel Network. The dental practice of Dr. Gregory S. Teeley here in Barrington, 312 West Main. In one of the picturesque buildings of the historic district. Dr. Teeley has a family practice. He does teeth x-rays with digital radiography, meaning 90% less radiation. Dr. Teeley provides general preventative care, stressing the importance of regular checkups. He also does cosmetic dentistry, including teeth whitening with the Zoom technique. Another important service is oral cancer detection. Be sure to come in for a checkup. Dr. Teeley takes great pride in his professional staff of hygienists and office personnel. Hygienist Donna Gregoric has been honored by the industry as one of the top 5 dental hygienists in the country. Dr. Teeley went to Palatine High School, then Marquette University, and earned his dental degree at University of Illinois at Chicago Dental School. Call 847-381-5958 here in Barrington, the dental practice of Dr. Gregory S. Teeley. Your authorized dealer for Catalina Spas, hot tubs, and gazebos, and for Nordic hot tubs. Midwest Spas in Lake Zurich, 532 West Main. Owner George Schlangen welcomes you. Come see the beautiful spas and hot tubs. They're open weekdays and Saturdays, including weeknights until 8. They do easy outdoor installation of the Catalina Swim Spa. Great for swimming or athletic training. Comes in 12 to 18 feet. The 18-footer has a spa on one end and a hot tub on the other. Midwest Spas does it all. Sales, delivery, and installation. They even put in the concrete and do all the electric work before they put in the spa or the hot tub. They feature Catalina hot tubs in sizes 6, 7, and 8 feet. Also Nordic hot tubs, round, square, or even a 2-seater. All accessories. And they do periodic hot tub cleaning. They're licensed, bonded, and insured to work throughout Northern Illinois. Midwest Spas. The Has-Beens have added a run here in the third. And they will attempt to add more as they're in the meat of the order right now. But there's a pop-up. And nothing's going to happen here as the out is recorded. The man goes down, but I believe he held on to the ball. Pretty good. It is now an 8-6 Has-Beens lead at the end of 3. We move ahead to further action, as they say. Top of the 4th inning. Moose Knuckles scored a couple runs. Hey, it's 9-8. Oh, brother. And here is Justin Kleisner, number 15 from Palatine, the first baseman.
That's the way to stop it.
And we have Kleisner out of there. And so after Kleisner goes out, it's Brian Lorenzo. He and his brother Jeff Lorenzo playing the ball game. Brian lives in Barrington, right fielder, 6th hitter in the order for Moose Knuckle. Gets a little dribbler back to the mound. They play to first. It's now, actually with 2 away, we continue the inning. Let's not put them to the bench area yet. So we have a couple of outs, and Andy Carlson of Wakanda steps in, the pitcher, and he can really help himself here. He can actually put his team into the lead if he gets a hit. They've got him batting 7th in the Moose Knuckle order. So here's Andy. Andy Carlson of Wakanda. Left-hand hitter facing a left-hand pitcher. And here is a big hit by Ryan Moffett to clear the bases. Ryan Moffett, actually a man stayed at third, but 2 more runs come in, and it goes to 11-8 now, as the 9th hitter in the has-beens order got a big hit to center field. Ryan Moffett, a big base hit. We're going to mention our advertisers. Allied Air Conditioning and Heating in Palatine on Northwest Highway south of Palatine Road, in business since 1969. President Greg Buttinger, joined by his son Kevin Buttinger and Vice President Brent Bauer. They're an exclusive factory-authorized Carrier dealer, and with a workforce of 48 professionals, they service all brands, Allied Air Conditioning and Heating. Waist Up, imprinted sportswear based in Palatine, 422 South Vermont Street. Owner Mimi Banks and her sons Bill and Don do screen printing, embroidery, and tackle twill from one shirt to hundreds. The more items you order, the more you save. Waist Up, imprinted sportswear. Cosley Law Office in Rolling Meadows, 1855 Rollwing Road in Arlington Office Park. Don Cosley, who went to Buffalo Grove High School, earned his law degree at John Marshall Law School in the city. Now, he has a general practice dealing with divorce and family law, plus criminal defense and traffic at Cosley Law Office. Syndicated Insurance Services in Schaumburg, 1305 Wiley Road off Meacham. Owner Jim Flam has a variety of health and life insurance plans with cordial person-to-person service. Syndicated Insurance Services. Kasten Body Shop in Lake Zurich, 230 Oakwood Road. And in Wakanda on Route 12. Owners Glenn and Chris Rowe, iCar certified technicians, do the best frame straightening and electrical measuring at Kasten Body Shop. Petticoat Junction, your hometown dog groomer here in Barrington, 427 West Main, west of downtown. Tina Reed and her professional groomers work Tuesday through Saturday. Every dog is bathed, brushed, hand-dried, and groomed at Petticoat Junction. RSVP Rental Services. Here in Barrington on Northwest Highway just west of Route 59, owners Bob and Camille Kelsey rent everything from tables and chairs to a huge water slide. RSVP Rental Services. And Angel Water, also here in Barrington, 214 South Hager, south of Main Street, providing water softeners and drinking water systems to homes and businesses. The owner is Andrew Wilson. The Director of Operations, here with us at the park, Jake Feit. They'll come to your home for a free consultation. Call 847-382-7800. Angel Water. Moose Knuckles still battling. And here is a drive to center, another hit. Here comes another run to the plate. And we have a 13-11 game. Moose Knuckle got that early lead. They went behind. They've been behind since the first inning, but now they're only down by a couple at 13-11. And coming up is Tim Schwantz, lives in Arlington Heights. Again, this is the brother of Jim Schwantz, the former Chicago Bear of the 90s, who actually won a Super Bowl ring with Dallas later and is currently the mayor of Palatine. Tim Schwantz, he has some of his brother's athletic ability. He is the cleanup hitter in this Moose Knuckle order and looks good up there. This is a big time for him to be at bat. And he hits one deep to left. Is it gone? It's way back. It's way back. It's gone. Home run for Tim Schwantz. Tim Schwantz, a 2-run homer. I believe we have a tie game. Wow, Tim Schwantz ties up the ball game with a 2-run homer to left, and he got into it. The first home run of the game. That left field fence unofficially is 265 feet, and he hit that high and long. Always a thrill in any form of baseball, any form of softball, any form of ball at all, to see the home run. And Tim Schwantz just hit one. Wow. Justin Kleisner now played a first. Kleisner is out. That ends the half inning of a tie, 13 all. We pick up action in the bottom half of the fifth inning. The Has-Beens has reasserted themselves and taken a 15-13 lead. Now they're going to put runners on first and third on a base hit by Frank Smith of Arlington Heights, the catcher for Has-Beens. That'll bring up Dave Sterling of Barrington. 2 runs have already crossed the plate for Has-Beens here in the fifth inning on a 2-run homer by Tim Foley, answering the home run earlier by Tim Schwantz of Moose Knuckle. So here's a drive. Here's a drive to left. And the catch is made beautifully in left field, but the runner tags and comes in to score. So we have, unofficially now, I got a 16-13 lead. 2 outs, and quite a catch is made in left field there by Tim Schwantz, the man who hit the home run for Moose Knuckle, now excels on defense. Schwantz, a very, very nice catch. And here is Dave Sterling, a drive to left center field, and that was Mike Baber, and that is out. And so at the end of 5 innings, we now have the Has-Beens back in front by 3 at 16-13. We jump ahead to the bottom half of the 6th inning. The Has-Beens have gone ahead 20-13. There's a base hit. 2 more runs come in, or 1 run's come in, and the runners go to first and third. And so it's 21-13. And if the lead goes to 10 runs, then the game would end on a slaughter rule. Any team ahead by 10 runs after 6 innings or beyond, and the game ends. And here's a drive to left. And it's fair, and the run comes in. And the potential winning run now is on second base. Nice hit by Dave Sterling, the 7th hitter in the order. And if Mike Baber can drive Frank Smith at second base in, this game would end on slaughter rule. But a little misleading because Moose Knuckle, a team with a far inferior record, has given this Has-Beens team a tremendous battle in this game. This is Baber, the batter. And you hear their teammates shouting, "Come on, B." Man from Hanover Park, Mike Baber. He hits one to, it's through, it's foul. The game will end. And Baber drives a base hit. This game's going to end. And here comes Frank Smith. No, he decides to hold third. And you got to hand it to this Moose Knuckle team. They are fighting and clawing to stay away from the slaughter rule. Okay. Ryan Moffitt, the man in the gray shorts with no number, man from Palatine, right fielder, 9th hitter in the Has-Beens order. He can end the game with a hit. And he lines one, and he just did. The man in the 9th hitter in the order ends the game. It's all over, 23-13, as Has-Beens has defeated Moose Knuckle in a good TV game for us here in Barrington. We're going to talk to Has-Beens in a moment as the 2 teams exchange high fives. A&O, distributor of Eclipse faucets and sinks, based in Arlington Heights and serving the Midwest. Owner Jim Olson and Director of Business Development Tom Robinson always are on the go, delivering the finest faucets and sinks to countertop fabricators throughout the Midwest. If you have countertops installed in your home, be sure your installer puts in Eclipse stainless steel faucets. Ask for the total Eclipse package. It includes faucet, sink, soap dispenser, and grates. It's the industry's only matched component system for lifetime beauty and value. The stainless steel Eclipse faucets come in many popular styles, certain to enhance the look and value of your home. They're lead-free, healthy choice faucets. Now, for information on the Eclipse line, call 847-749-0208 or or go to anosales.com. ANO reminds you, when the countertops are installed, insist on the best. Insist on Eclipse stainless steel faucets. Great food, camaraderie, sports watching. Go to Sam's Place in downtown Mount Prospect on Prospect Avenue across from the train station. Owner Al Marinakos and son Tony welcome you. Come in for a cocktail. Come in for lunch or dinner. It's 2 daily specials with a sandwich omelet special every day. Try the farm burger, a half-pound of the finest ground beef, or try the half-pound patty melt. People love the barbecue ribs at Sam's Place in Mount Prospect. Just delicious, they fall off the bone. Also steaks, chops, seafood, big menu. Home cooking, expert chefs with many years' experience. Lots of salads, including the Greek Village salad with tomato, onion, cucumber, feta cheese, and Kalamata olives. Open 7 days, including weeknights until 1 a.m. and Saturdays until 2 a.m. 4 TVs for sports watching. They have darts, jukebox, and special events in downtown Mount Prospect. Go to Sam's Place. A landmark here in the northwest suburbs, Motorworks of Barrington at Dundee and Barrington Roads. Owners Jim Hubb and Paul Tamraz and their people always greet you with the utmost in professionalism and courtesy. Come into their beautiful showroom. They feature BMWs, Porsches, Hondas, Infinitis, plenty of financing. Come over anytime. They're open Monday through Saturday, including Monday through Thursday nights until 9. Bring family and friends. Get behind the wheel. You're welcome to test drive. They also have a huge lot of 1,000 used cars. All makes and models, you're sure to find something you like. Call 847-381-8900 or go to motorworks.com. There are 4 other Motorworks locations: in downtown Barrington for Cadillac, in Hoffman Estates for Infiniti, Land Rover, Mercedes-Benz, and Sprinter trucks. Motorworks of Barrington. Since 1987, the headquarters at Dundee and Barrington Roads. The Has-Beens and their fans, they won it, guys, but it was a struggle, but a win. A win for Has-Beens. Let's meet the Has-Beens. The regular season champions, all right. Let's meet them. You are?
Ryan Moffitt from
What
Palatine.
town? Palatine, man. Excuse me, Ryan. You are?
Eric Mudra, Elgin.
All right, Eric.
Frank Smith, Arlington Heights.
Okay. Winning run, right?
Yes.
Okay. And?
Lenny Josette, Oswego.
Tim Foley, Barrington.
A home run. All right.
Thank you.
Dave Sterling, Barrington.
Jeff Custer, Bartlett.
Tom Steele, Hoffman Estates.
Okay, and you are?
Ken Frystack, Barrington.
Who are you?
Kenzie Frystack, Barrington.
Oh, it's a family game, yeah?
Mike Baber, Hanover Park.
Mike, let's see you.
Mike Baber.
Okay, we had an enjoyable visit, our first visit ever here to Langendorf Park in 25 years of doing these telecasts. Nice going, Has-Beens. What a game it was. 23-13 for Has-Beens. A win over a moose knuckle here in Barrington. Duane Dowd is going to run several times. Check the Daily Herald for the sports section TV listings, and we'll see you next time. Okay, guys, enjoyed it.